I'm going to turn that down, nice though it is, straight into it. I've got to fly through it today because my camera only works for less than 20 minutes and it's a big task I've got on. So yeah, it's all about the USA today. What the have you done again? I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. You know, you've just elected, as you know, a misogynist, proven liar, convicted criminal, fraudster, racist, dumb as shit arsehole as your president. What can I say? Anyway, I can take personal action. I can try and ignore that man as much as possible, same as the approach I take with our monarchy over here, but I'm going to hit them where it hurts, right in the dollar. So as from today, I'm launching a personal boycott against all things, or nearly all things, American. So there'll be no more Bud Lager, piss though it is. There'll be no more Sims fishing gear, although it's beautifully made up there in Montana. And there'll be no Apple phone when this one works out, or Apple anything else. Yeah, I'm going to see what I buy that's American, and that's it. That's going to really hurt a minute. Yeah. What I'm not going to boycott is American art. I'm not going to blame the artists for what's just happened, but anyway, what's today about and why have I got to rush? I've been watching some videos lately, and I've been watching a couple of videos by those big beasts of the vinyl community, Norman Maslov and Vinyl Richie, and although I don't think they started this thread, they put up two great videos on the U.S.A.'s top 25 bands, so somewhat positive about the USA in this bloody awful week for that country. So I'm going to do my top 25. It's quite different from theirs. It's entirely subjective, and as Mazzy said, you know, it depends on your age and all sorts of things, and it also depends on what's my collection. So I'm only doing what I've got in vinyl. So I'm missing some good bands that I really like the Butthole Surfers, Mercury Rev, others as well that I've only got on CD. But anyway, I'm going to rattle through my 25 top American bands, and the rules are, as such as there are rules in these things, is and Richie told me this, and I always listen to what Richie says. He says no vocal groups, no so-and-so and the no Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band or Jimi Hendrix Experience. So it's got to be a band. And here we go. We opened up there with a band. There's a few bands on here. It's easy to have a pop at, and this is one of them. But I've got to say, I love their debut album. This is Chicago. This from their debut album. Does anybody know what time it is? There's the song from Chicago Transit Authority. I mean, they've made umpteen dozen albums, and I lost track of them after 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 maybe, although I've got the odd stray one from later, but I do like their early stuff. I love this, it's a great debut album, I think. Number 25, Chicago. Number 24, War, that great sort of funk fusion sort of band, black band from LA, who essentially sort of for a period became Eric Burdon's backing band after he left the Animals, or the New Animals. And this Love Is All Around is a compilation of some of the stuff they did with Eric Burdon. Brilliant band. Number 23, I put these in even though I never ever play a Ramones album now. I've got a couple of their albums, but at the time I absolutely loved them, and in the pub jukeboxes downtown Hartlepool I would stick on Sheena Is a Punk Rock 3 or 4 times. Yeah, brilliant, brilliant singles band, great at the time. They were important in their time. Number 22, these were pioneers. Suicide, a duo, pioneering sort of electronic music, one of the first bands I think ever to appear under the punk label. They were actually formed in the late 60s, although their debut album didn't come out till 70, was it? 70, 71? Or was it even later? No, it was later. Yeah, I should have looked this up, shouldn't I? But I'm rushing this. But anyway, that's number 22, Suicide. Number 21, another band easy to have a pop at, the Eagles, but again some great stuff. This is Hotel California. This is perhaps my favourite Eagles album, number 21. Number 20, I went to see these at Newcastle in 77, I think it was. They were actually supported by Blondie, a band who I haven't put in here, although I do enjoy Blondie. But this is Television, this is their debut album. They only made 2 albums before they split up, but this is Marquee Moon. I got into it because it came under a punk label, but it's far from punk. It's, you know, a bit arty, yeah, it's lovely, angular, intelligent, great stuff. Television. Number 19, the Jhawks. I just love this band. I play them all the time. I love the plaintive voice of Gary Lewis. I love the harmonies they make. Yeah, gorgeous, the Jhawks. Number 19. Number 18, this is My Morning Jacket. This is Waterfall, The Waterfall 2 is the album title. I went to see these in Glasgow. They were absolutely fantastic. All flying hair and beards and big wall of sound. It was superb stuff. Really interesting band. One of my favourite American bands. In fact, my 18th favourite American band, My Morning Jacket. Number 17, The Long Riders. Sid Griffin and his bunch of not so merry men. Their latest album's called Psychedelic Country Soul, which I think sort of sums it up. Brilliant stuff. Seen these live a couple of times as well. Fantastic. The Long Riders, number 17. Number 16, oh, a real favourite of mine. They made 4 or 5 superb punk pop albums in the 90s. This is the Lemonheads. This is A Shame About Ray. Beautiful. Evan Dando and the Lemonheads, number 16. Number 15, The National. Yeah, intelligence, ambience. It's pleasant stuff. It's reflective, sort of thoughtful sort of stuff. Nice. The National, number 15. Number 14, R.E.M. Don't need to say anything about R.E.M. Everybody knows R.E.M. They held my interest in new music in the early 80s. One of the few interesting bands around at that time, I thought. Number 13, Little Feat, the brilliant Lowell George, one or two others who sort of origins were in Zappa's band, The Mothers of Invention. Where did Zappa sacked him either for writing songs that were too good or whatever, for whatever reason. Anyway, he formed Little Feat, and they made a whole series of great albums until he tragically died in about late 70s, I think. Great artwork as well by Neon Park, but yeah, Little Feat, number 13. Number 12, The Talking Heads. Yeah, brilliant art rock. I love David Byrne. He's one of the people who I've not seen who I would really like to see live. This is Remain in Light. Again, made a whole series of fantastic albums around about this time. Superb stuff. Talking Heads, number 12. Number 11, on a different sort of angle, Funkadelic. This sort of band morphed into Parliament as well, but it's I said the rules say we shouldn't do so-and-so and the so-and-sos, but a lot of these bands are actually a vehicle for their front man, and sadly my whole collection is all men. Well, not sadly, just it happens that way, and I suppose we could spend lots and lots of videos discussing why that is, but this is the work of the brilliant George Clinton, just absolutely superb sort of jazz funk fusion. Yeah, Funkadelic. This is One Nation Under a Groove. Number 10, we're into the top 10. Da, 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 da. This is Steely Dan. They're just a class act. Again, another band, it's easy to have a pop at, they're too slick, too good, this, that and the other. There's something for me in all of their albums. This is Asia, Steely Dan. Number 9, I love this band, Big Star. The vehicle for, to some extent, for Alex Chilton, but yeah, superb. 3 brilliant albums. This is one of them. One of the most influential albums of all time, it says on this on the front of this reissue. This is their album #1 record, Big Star. My number 9. Number 8, The Flaming Lips. This is just a feel-good band for me, absolutely fantastic. If you want to lift your mood, put The Flaming Lips on. They're just so positive, brilliant live, great American band. This is American Head, Flaming Lips, number 8. Number 7, The Doors. These were just a unique sound. This is a great sound. This is LA Woman, but I think all their first 4 or 5 albums were fantastic, all had great songs on them. I love this particular one, it's an Analog Productions one. The sound is superb on this. This is The Doors. They're my number 7 USA band. Number 6, Giant Sand. The vehicle for the one and only Mr. Howe Gelb, the granddaddy of alternative country. I've spoke about this band before. I've seen them many times. In fact, just recently again in Newcastle. Absolutely superb. They're only number 6. Giant Sand. Now the top 5. Well, they had to be in there, didn't they? This is the Beach Boys, number 5. I'm showing one of the later albums. This is 1971's Surf's Up. A bit of an ironic title, I think. I like their later stuff. I love Pet Sounds, but I like some of their 70s stuff as well. It's nice. Brian Wilson is clearly a genius. I can't play and can't listen to a lot of their early stuff. There was a lot of crap on that on some of their earlier stuff, and in fact all their albums are a bit, maybe Pet Sounds apart, but a great band nonetheless, and moments of genius on certainly Pet Sounds and beyond. Beach Boys, number 5. Number 4, this is Pavement. Great band, I suppose, peaking in the late 80s, 90s. I still follow the work of their lead singer, guitarist Stephen Malkmus, and his new outfit, the Jhawks. But I haven't included them, obviously. But lovely sort of oblique lyrics, angular sounds, brilliant stuff. My number 4, American band, Pavement. Number 3, a band I adore these. I've seen them a few times. I think Jeff Tweedy is a great songwriter. This is Wilco. This is the brilliant Yankee Hotel Foxtrot. But all, I don't know, 12, 13 of their albums, absolutely fantastic. And they are my number 3. So we're down to the top 2. What's it gonna be? I can feel the tension in your living rooms. Number 2, The Velvet Underground. This is White Light, White Heat. One of my favourite. I think it is my favourite. This is their second album, came after the Banana album. This is really sort of challenging sort of stuff. It's painful in some sections. Really visceral guitar playing from Lou Reed. Yeah, brilliant band, revolutionary, pioneering. Yeah, a one-off, The Velvet Underground, White Light, White Heat. My number 2. Now my number 1, American band, and these hail from Cleveland, Ohio, and they are Perubu. the vehicle for the one and only Mr. David Thomas. Perubu, yeah, again I could do several whole videos on Perubu and my collection of their albums, but we ain't got time, so I think we'll just go out with a track from their album Pennsylvania. My number one American band, Perubu. See you next time. Argue with my selection. Ask me why the birds aren't in there.
In the heart-edge town, the form that the light takes, it's like a trickle down. Some things it can filter out.
Sorry, Dave. Two reasons the birds aren't in there. One, responsible for one of the worst written songs of all time, Chestnut Mare, on one of the Birds albums I've got. It makes me unable to play that album at all in case I forget to skip that track. And secondly, I just always see them as a sort of Dylan tribute act, and I might be being totally unfair. And they're alright, I think they're alright, they're good at what they do, but they're not one of my favourites, so there you are, back to Perubu, this is my favourite. See you next time, ta-da!
I feel the pace of change, I feel the face of change, I feel the pace of change.